Yudang Soki Jonam La Jamtu Badu Daki Kapsuchi Daki Chushir Ipe Sona Dola Pinchi Sankir Hansho Yudang Soki Jonam La Jamtu Badu Daki Kapsuchi Daki Chenyen Ipe Sonam Dola Pinchi Sankir Hansho Shudang Soki Chognam La Jangchu Bardu Dagni Kyapsu Chi Dagi Chinyin Yipe Sonam Hi Dola Pinchir Sangye Drupa Sho. Morning, Geshe.
Good morning, Geshe.
Good morning.
Good morning, Geshe.
Good morning, Geshe.
Good morning. You got coffee? Ed? Do you got coffee? Hey, that's very lucky. Tea, coffee, snack, you. Here, not tea, no coffee. Series here. You got very free. Wonderful to able to come back. You know, as Buddhism, we understand whatever we have, awareness, joy, joy or enjoy.
Enjoy.
Enjoy. Every somebody says, oh yeah, another day. Oh, that's a different day. I come with Buddhism, you know. So every day is change. Slowly, it's moved through this world. Therefore, every day you're welcome, you're able to do your actions with joy. When you are more comfortable, more relaxed. I don't always just walk. Oh, I need that. You just ask what you have. Because something. Therefore, according to your meditation, and meditation is through all our body. Our your body is still here, maybe your mind, your job place, or maybe it's another place, maybe it's afternoon your place, your mind's just going okay. Here, over there. Therefore, no mind with us, okay? Good to that. Meditation. Every year, fill up with all the oxygen I need. Fill all the body. Yes. Oh, that is. Oh, sorry. Oh, what's going? Yeah. You don't hear? Well, I talk very good things. Yes, my goodness. You can hear, right?
I had the wrong microphone.
Oh, now you can hear? Okay. I talk very special things that you guys missing. Very important, okay? Most important things. Most important you missing. People who don't hear, when two people talking, they think, oh, maybe they talk about me. They will, just meditation. Even they don't talk, they feel, oh, maybe they criticize me, don't talk for something. If people doesn't see, they give to very best food for them. This is a story, okay? I'm not just. They think, oh, even they give me like that. That how wonderful food. And when you guys doesn't see, I'm moving in my mouth. You guys think, oh, you're talking something. I talk most secret teaching here. I'm just kidding, okay? Do a little meditation. Think, beginning meditation. Usually, you can do like this, do like this, but you don't have to do that. When you home, no, just exercise. Slowly, when you breathe in, just start to all the oxygens what we need. Just feel all your body in channels. And you bring out all the any emotions, negative things. Bring out without those go out. Think this exercise. Now you go home. Also, there's sometimes you go to the outside, like under the tree, without always meditation under the tree, not in the house. You don't see. Because the oxygens from the trees also give for more energy for us. There's some techniques, I don't know how but they have some specific, meaning or why they have to do a lot of oxygens go into so all the disease go around. Do you think this, just focus a couple times, 9 times, 21 times, because it's bringing to our mind more need to relax. It's whether your religion or not religion doesn't matter. Everyone can do that. After your mind just calm, then we can start another one. Okay? Everyone got it? Okay. I wanted to, in lyrical meditation, at the moment for everyone, how to identify yourself or try to find yourself. Looking around with you, you say, I'm Jennifer, I'm Bob, I'm Jesse. How to find, identify yourself or looking for everywhere at the moment. Whoever find yourself, on your finger that on your head or on your heart, because I don't see anyone to put your finger that. You don't find yourself. Now another meditation we call emptiness, meditation emptiness. People think that's describe for very deep meaning, but very simple where the emptiness or emptiness, the things not exist how appears for us. The your mind, think or meditation, whatever I see, whatever I hear, whatever I thought, the things is not as same as what I hear, what I appears. That not exist how it is thought as how meditation is. Okay? Now we're going to change our meditation to meditation emptiness. How you meditation, things not exist are appeared for us in your mind. This is the concentration, not analytical. Okay, you keep your mind concentrated that as much as you can. On God, you change your concentration, not analytical. The object of the concentration is whatever we hear, see, thoughts, not exist as appears for us, appears for me. You keep thought that this is a heart meditation emptiness. Okay? Okay? How's it? Meditation, emptiness. Nothing feeling, right? Right now we don't really feel or we don't recognize realization. When we do realization, do the more or more, we can really feel the difference. It's also reduced for all our attachment, anger, jealous, sub-grasping. And therefore, really, through the understand the emptiness, then it's really reduced all our divisions. Okay, then my English is finished. Nobody said the English, and I can buy some. So someone said, you go to the Amazon, if they sell it, all everything. Yeah. Time to go there. Stop it as a year. Okay, good. Therefore, every morning you are just quiet. You usually I don't know. Some people said they like to meditate in the evening. Whatever you like, it's not rules you have to do only. Whenever you come, there's so many different things. Compassion, bodhicitta, lemon kind of good devotion, impermanent. You can any kind. Emptiness. Therefore, emptiness is the the main root or Nakaro, Nomo Mavasung, Tatsawa, Nomo Mitsawa Ching, the Tanguni, Tatumani Tokisha Timberwa.
And so the emptiness, the wisdom of realizing emptiness is the one that can sever or cut the delusions from its roots.
제가 tumani gomshi 가래 만도 갈래 요 말라고 나도 잘라야 채와이나 내 잘라디 컴반디나 요선도 그 직체는 많이 와이나 아니 나도 잘라도 되려면 도 상무여 봐 대소는 것이 예선은 나세지 도도시 라판 주사해 줘라 것이 아니 직 투사유래 남지 철거다 태나지 면도 와서 어떤지 담보 직체지 근데 많이 왔디가라 섬샤다라다 tumani gom시.
So like when you're meditating on emptiness, empty means like absence, of something. Like say you're looking for a thing in your room, and if that thing is not in the room, and then you look everywhere in the room, then you finally come to the conclusion that, oh, this thing is not there. So the thing is not there. So that absence of that thing there, So you think, oh, that thing is not there. So that not being there, or absence of that thing, so that's the empty. It's the emptiness of that thing. And in a similar way, when you look for yourself so look for the I in yourself, you look everywhere in your body, in your feeling, in your consciousness and everything, in all your aggregates, and then finally you don't see it, and then you say there's no I like that anywhere to be found. There's no I, anywhere to be found, and so that absence of the I and not finding anywhere in the aggregate. So that absence, there's no I, thinking that. So that is meditating on the emptiness of the I.
제가 나 요말라고 말봐. 그 잘라는 거 잘라도 요말 튼 거. 이 잘라도 내려 요 섬도 내리면 누구서 맞아. 맞아. 이 잘라도 요말 tan겨 말봐. 되는지. 네 나한테 내리줘서 네 사만지 mendoza 채워도 나 요말 섬는 것도 채달로 그러다요.
And so it's not saying that I don't exist. I don't exist in the aggregates that I'm looking for, right? I doesn't exist in the aggregates that I'm looking for. Just like, the thing is there, but it's not in the room where you think that it is. You think it's inside the room, and then you look everywhere, and then you don't find it, and you say, oh, that thing is not there. But doesn't mean thing doesn't exist at all. Thing exists, it just doesn't exist in that room where you're looking for. So just like that, the I exists, but it's not existing in a way it appears to us or in a way we think it exists. So that is what the emptiness is. Otherwise, if you say there's no I at all, then you are falling into the extreme of nihilism.
Okay. 다양한 대성도다시 다 대성도 심을 nga셔야 돼. 아무나 그러나 때내 따봐. 마도 마트나 그게 수두용원이 잡으면 너 사람이 들릴 사람 당와이나 또 많이 고마스. 진짜 땐데 사람
And then
땅에
the other way of meditating on emptiness is by thinking that I exist in dependence upon cause and conditions. It does not exist solid from its own side, but it does exist, independence upon cause and condition, like that. So if you think of the I existing by depending on a cause and condition, then you are applying the reason of how the I exist, and then that also, is meditating on emptiness.
제 든지 땅안도 변에 다니기 전에 가지나 내가 저 열상도 요 말을 나가라. 나도 저번에 가도 요 말을 나가다 칸에 라바는 정도 샘을 sorto면 와. 샘을 토면데나 nga사지 가디나지. 자침보시다. 예사지 파샤지 다시 말거든. 되게 깨지는 것도 가디나. 단 잠을 참 만들고 되요.
And and so that I, so when we think about that I existing from its own side, so we're not able to see the I that exists in dependence upon cause and conditions. And because we have this idea of the I as existing in a way that appears to us, and then then we have strong grasping at it and saying I. And then therefore, then you have this discrimination things that I and others. And then you cherish yourself, I, you cherish the I, and then you ignore others.
Okay? This is not big meditation emptiness. Okay? Do you understand what we talk about? Okay, you understand? Okay? How are you? What we talk about? Do you find yourself? Are you sure? You didn't come this morning from your home to walk here? Really? You didn't take Uber? You take Uber or you take the bus? How do you come? Just walk? Yeah, you come through Uber, right? Do you come? Do you find? Do you find yourself? Really? You just talking? Yeah, I'm just kidding. When you think like that, it's really this go to deeply deep. No, it's not easy. Just 1-2 times you heard, not understand. The danger we have 220 books that combine the like 17 pentathlons in India. They're all different. Not everyone the same. Therefore, they debate, and then investigation to reality, phenomena and ourselves. And the conclusion is okay. If you said that, it's that problem. If you said that, it's problem. Then conclude, okay, if there's something, it is the only way to things to hold dependent for ordination. What is it? Dependent rising. Okay? Okay, like that. That indigenous, and in no chinning, also some comjabakala, and it Pombani colate, comjamna. 되게 더 내가 노 샘나지 저와서는 오늘 땜보 주는 거야 다.
And so like this, when you're meditating, if you can meditate on emptiness, then thinking in that way will make a big differences in our way of thinking about the things.
땜보 자는 거라고 냠내 땜보 자는.
And our practice, thinking in that way will make our practice become more firm.
배차잖아 나도 배나. 도와지 짠다고 신라지 여와이나. 간이 꼭대와 딱 고대 저 양주 제거 봐. 양내 로치 거 로지 마지 로지 마 다오 그 나도 야가 따쇼 공도. 그 미팅 거고 말은 건데 꼭. 야 다오 샤보케지 야 제거 되들 남중아도 지 샴니제로 때에서 건 미야문의 친데는 대신으로 때 잡을라 때스 주주까지 샤보까지 가도 지 미야보로 작나네 양양 좋고 그러면 너 강이 받아 줘는 거 봐. 대영화된 것도 땅문에 싸워도 제 도움이 와.
And so this way, meditating, will cut the root of the delusions, cut the delusions from their root. So like like when we cut the grass from the top, just like a mowing the lawn. When you mow the lawn, you cut the grass from the top only, and then therefore so it grows back again, and then you cut it, and then it goes back this year or next year again, and then the following year again, it grows up, because we're not cutting it from the root, we're only cutting it from the surface, right? So it grows back. So just like that, other practices like loving kindness, compassion, they cannot cut the delusions from the root. They only maybe subdue your mind for a little while, but then it doesn't really take the delusions from the root. And therefore, in order to take or cut the delusions from the root, you have to meditate on emptiness.
자원이야 고셔나 아니 로주만 고 제면도 오케이. 딱 고디 뺏는 같이 말해도 제자 아니 동반이 또 배셔라 다음에 또 배셔라 되대. 다 아니 지금도 너무 자와 매워성이 다 락셔 이거는 다 이런 방법으로 다시 차대요.
And so in order to stop the grass from growing completely, then you have to take it off from the root. So just like that, you need to have the wisdom realizing emptiness or the selflessness, in order to cut the delusions from their root. So it's like the wisdom realizing emptiness or selflessness, is like the atom bomb, to completely destroy the delusions.
오다 된지기 따마다 돈이 또 비셔 담에 또 비셔 된 엘로우제 때 삼로당 곰잡 삼로당 곰잡나 아니 삼라 딱고 용소 제요 갈래갈지 다도 용소 간지선다 당감소 샘고 좋아데 칸라 다시 잘랍식 말와.
And so so therefore you should try to meditate on the wisdom realizing emptiness, or meditate on emptiness. So you think about it and then meditate on it, think about it, meditate, and then study, think, and meditate, like that. So you keep doing that, and eventually then you will gain some understanding or even realization of that. Of course, we can easily say, oh, it's empty because it's empty of existing from its own side, or empty of existing truly, and so forth. But it's not like how we realize it. So realizing is a little bit different, and only when you realize it, you can experience it, and not cannot be explained just by word. How what kind of experience you get, or what kind of feeling you get when you realize emptiness.
제상한도 남주 샴니제 상첩 상게 폐지 셔지나도 왔다 다 텔레드게 고야면 모두 제 용에도 와.
So sometimes, like when we talk about the benefits of the loving kindness, compassion, and bodhicitta, then we say, oh, this is all we need. We don't need anything in addition to that.
이나 지름보셔가 nenju shachab sem yochik bochang ko ta wachu to mare teza ani tede to bitara be ko res ta che sha.
So therefore, Lam Tsongkhapa said, even if you have the realization of renunciation, bodhicitta, loving kindness, compassion, and so forth, you will not be able to cut the root of the cycle existence. And therefore, you should strive, in realizing the method. You should strive in the method of realizing the emptiness. So have any of you generated renunciations?
Almost there. Jessica, not yet. Close. Anyone have maybe Ed, you have got some renunciation? I think you got the renunciation for the city.
No, and no, but
You got renunciation from city, right? You don't want to come back city.
that's actually a good point, because you mentioned a long time ago, the very first lecture, that if we followed these teachings, all of our friends would think we're stupid. And I think what complicates it is we are actively practicing this in a society that values anger as a virtue. Somebody here used the word injustice. That was a fact situation where you're supposed to get angry. And each one of these verses, they used to do this to us in law school. If you change the facts for each one of these verses, you can get, remember, you're brilliant, honest anger, you can get honest envy, honest jealousy, because in this world, in this society, we are trained to be angry. And I really thought about this way too much. It actually begins with the God of the West. The God of the West is a very angry God. I get it. That was more, that was all you asked me. So it's much easier up here in Maine because you don't come in contact with very many people. I really mean it. It is much easier in Maine. If you just turn the TV off, it's a lot easier too.
Don't TV on all the time, okay? Especially the news.
But I'm sorry, I missed that.
Even your body, you're physically far away, but not always listen to TV and news, okay? It makes you crazy.
그래 콜라는 더 내가 저 롱바들라 다 콘도 사야디 연대 찍어 그랬어. 야부 찍어 그랬어. 대 저랑 콘도 마사웨나 되네 저랑 정 키고 그랬어. 네 다디 따따하게 말았어. 저 다직 민가도 팀다 tum바 따다 적어라. 팀다 따다 적어 제와라 되는 거는 콘도 사 그랬어. 대마지나 되네 저랑디 믿어줘 저랑 팀다 따다 지금 말했어. injustice 죠. 다디 팀도 tum바 따다 맞아야 돼. 근데 제가 말했어. and this the 롱바들라 때 코너 사고야 찍어서는 군조다디 이제 가서 팀속이다 내가 지도 그냥 내가 디 코너 사고야 디 군조 연대를 쓰고 그랬어. 야 못 찍어 그랬어. 땅안도 내가 땅안도 내 초토는 길시하면 다디야 야보면 오케이 그랬어. 다들 롱바라 가서 디 높초라 되네 그 가서 콘도 사와 콘도 사야돼 콘도기 별 하리라 콘도 누초길 하리 콘도 하랬어 그랬어. 근데 콘도 사야돼 콘도 연대 뛰고 그랬어. 다들 가서 콘도 맞았는데 칼라카고 그랬어. 이나 다 코랑스나 다 야산을 맞대나 그때 레라우드스티. 다들 야산한 게 민주도 봐 뜬고 말했다. 가서 디 초바당다. 그래서 뜬고 말아. and the kunda 직 대화적으로 매야 되는 다 코너 사이드 용도도 스티 디제는 디찬에 되는 것들 여기 롱발라 되는데 레라도 쓰고.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. 제장에서 파이 보면 야세 라는 is and the city 보면 야세 라는 is.
Giving up the hometown, is the practice of the Bodhisattva. There's 37 practices of Bodhisattva. It says the giving up your hometown is the Bodhisattva, and the practice of Bodhisattva means like, in your hometown, you have to deal with the society and you have to, face with people and, the angers and other delusions arise very easily. So therefore you should get away from there. And that way you can do your practice. So Bodhisattvas do that. So that's the practice of the Bodhisattvas, just like that. So giving up the city is the practice of Bodhisattva for you.
Give up, mad for cities. 제가 던질랑 가서 파 지워져야 나도 콘도 사야 돼. 가래 대외 제대로 해서 소소 아니 샘 리더 샘나 고야가 내가 대화든 대외 제대로 해서 파 지워져야 합니다.
So for the case like where people say, you have to be angry, you have to get angry, you have to show anger, otherwise it would be injustice for yourself. To them, you should ask, then getting angry is it for yourself to be happy, or is it, is it to, give happiness to others, or for yourself to be happy, when you get angry? You should ask them, is it for yourself to be happy when you get angry?
제가 다 콘도스는 기분 눌러나 따르는 건 올라서 저는 다 고마지 신대다.
And if they say yes, it is to give them happiness, and if they say yes, getting angry makes me happy, then there's nothing much you can say about that. You can say, okay, if that makes you happy, then be happy that way. So just live like that.
얘는 다 콘도스니 기분들랑이 다 파지 그 선반 대도에 당도 이거는 파지 요 말에.
So saying that I feel happy when I get angry, will be not possible, if that person is in the proper state of mind.
제가 콘트로디가 갈라냐 지금 콘트로 가서 차실인데 지금 차양 토리 온 거래. 아니 헤르트 차이니까. 고소.
So the anger, makes our blood pressure rise, right? And it also harms our body in that way.
제가 름바들었다 세무선은 차슈야 마 짜고다 참에 사거든. 멤버스 요놈에들아.
So in this country, people, they worry so much about the blood pressure, right? High blood pressure. So, you should lower your high blood pressure, and you should take medicine for that.
아댕아도 다시 가르쳐준다. 미치 콘트롤 미치 바이 맞지. 이마지 콘트롤 라는 차다 찍다. 콘트롤 라면 그 따다이 차다 찍다네. 저도 되면 됐다고.
So you should check it by checking the blood pressure, and in a time when the person is not angry, and at a time when the person is really angry. So if it is staying normal, then the anger is not causing the high blood pressure.
그래서 파시에 미드 콘트롤 사되고 차대. 좋아든. 같이 차대 양 팔겠다. 때때 팔겠다.
But if the person is angry, and at the time when the person is angry, his blood pressure rises high.
Anyway, good. Your renunciation from the Medford city, that's good. Then the man, that's wonderful. On the coyotes. Do you saw any coyotes there? Coyote? Do you saw any coyotes there, Ed?
I'm having a little trouble understanding the question. I apologize.
Geshe said, "Did you see any coyotes there?"
Deer and rabbits. The deer ate all the tulips. And we have a statue of the Buddha. And the problem is you build a deer park, then you get angry when the deer come.
Yes, it is not worth because you get mad, angry with the people, they will angry back for you. You get angry with the deers, they just run away. Right? They're the most smart ones, just run away. Whatever they want to eat, just run away. We need to do like that, okay? Whatever you just want to do, let's do it, that's just run away. Quiet. Anyway, I'm just kidding things, Remember what words we are here? 101.
Did 101.
1?
It's 101.
Are we at 102? Yeah. I'm getting old. I have to put my glass. Glass become very clean. 제가 단다 콘트롤 볼래야. 콘트롤선다 야포요 말해서네 다 아니 콘트롤 사와이나 수수 샘그 시대 총로 그래. 아니 샘그 현대 매와 차도 그래. 선에 자세치 뭐 시월래야. 아니 지 렌이 많이 바피 다 쇼로가 뭐 뭐지 콘트롤 대니 못하다 거라 송셔와. 당도 대로 저기요래.
So what it is saying here in this text is that becoming angry is not good. And if you become angry, you will lose the peace of your mind, and you will not have the chance to be happy. And at the time when you become angry, and so not only once or twice, but in many verses, Shantideva tried to explain how anger is bad.
다 딜라데 가다 쇼로가 자다 찍디 가르나 땅가 콘로랑에 대 말아야 찍 같이 손음 쌓야라 아니 로바칭에 내손 그 강에 산지가 아니 들어왔다는 용조레스 삼고를 다 콘로라 되는데.
So a person who is pressing your button or making you become angry is doing something to irritate you or make you become angry. Is like a emanation of a Buddha, who came in that form to help you practice patience and and close the door, to the unfortunate realms or lower realms.
제가 대근의 깔을 가셔다. 아, 코로나게 된게 사직이 들어가 갈 냠네 덩이는 것도 좀 따뜻해지면 돼. 그러면 당보도.
And of course, it's not possible for beginners like ourselves, to see someone who is causing us to be angry, as a Buddha, to see as a Buddha or emanation of a Buddha.
어제 제가 다른 거는 샹첩 샘바도 좀 땅거든. 근데 자세 전부 샤왈레 샹첩 샘바 공부 샹첩 샘비 냠네 제다 강 연바데 마 가르나 코나기 코나 냠뇨 강 요바 대마 시기 있어. 제가 뭐 상지기 시명아 시에메 공 송샤래. 근데 코나기 냠네 가르사 뭐 가는 땅거 요바 티콜 마 송샤 줘라. 안도변에 미라오는 예토체요. 마트리 델로의 칼라데사와 지지시에사지 요 어디서로
So, but this is the practice. What this is the practice that bodhisattvas do, and of course, Shantideva, is a great bodhisattva, and he wrote it, from his own experience. So he practiced in this way. He practiced in that way by seeing someone who is trying to, irritate him or make him become angry as a Buddha and as emanation of Buddha. And so he had that. He did that in practice in that way, and he had experience. And his experience, his way of doing the practice, he wrote it down, in the words. And of course, at the beginning, he said he has nothing more, to say, or nothing, different or more, to say than what Buddha has already said. So he's just writing down what he did, how he did, and what kind of experiences he had.
나도 변화 가르치요. 쇼크야 노이스, 오피치 노이스, 내가 노이스, 내가 지지지 차소스, 건다데 다 니도 되게도 되게로.
It's just like you're writing down in your diary, what you did in that day. So Shantideva was write down as I did this, I did practice like this. I tried to see. I saw the enemy as emanation of Buddha, giving me the opportunity to practice patience and so forth like that. So what we write down in our diary is like, oh, today I woke up at this time and I had a coffee, and after that I had a bread and I did this. I went to office like that. So that's our note, in the day. And this is Shantideva's note.
You guys do not? Some people do really that. Very serious. Some people not. It's just, okay. Now I'm stop talking like that way. 저런데 난 자대쯤을 시발하고 가 저번들이 공부요 다스. 아니 되는 막 거리 시작했다.
And so this is the note, from Shantideva's practice, Shantideva's daily activities, right, or practice. So I'm meditating. He's saying that I'm meditating on patience in this way.
다들 내 저를 말해 말해야 공로랑에 대해 나 냠내 지하라 kumnawa chi uchegi to chedanga konro sang dus kana labai nas ta sholo ko jada ni diyo mar.
And then in verse 102, it says that I'm angry towards that person because he is making me become angry. And by me becoming angry, I'm destroying my merits. So he's causing me to destroy my merits by making me get angry. And so therefore I get angry towards him.
다대가도 용도 나도 잘로다 대가도 공자한테 쇼게 공자한테 저도 다 미치 시작하지 저도 년가가 잘로다 지기야 지 시작하고 딱 깨치면 당해. 어떻게 들으냐? 아니 따뜻이야. 나도 konro 사기도 와.
Just like, in the morning, you're trying to do practice, right? So let's say you're in the Gompa and you're trying to meditate, and then somebody's, mowing the lawn or making playing a loud music in the background. And then you hear that, and then you say, oh, I'm trying to do this practice, but this person is disturbing me. And then by thinking like that, you get irritated, right? And then you become angry towards that person.
제가 저도 용도 잠깐 소소 공자 년에 저걸 소소를 받치지 용도.
So do you have that experience, like when you're trying to do some practice at home or anywhere, and you're trying to meditate, and then you find somebody disturbing you?
예? 이쇼? 되는가도 그만 냠내 잘 빼 내가 지금도 가 로종 제 공자 받치 지는 것도 제가 제가 손은 쌓아라 거기 개체도 올라와 있나 제가 될라와 있나
And then you might say that, oh, this person is disturbing me from doing the practice, or from doing the meditation, and from like creating the merit. That. So it's true, right? For our beginners like ourselves, we do find that irritated, and that makes us, lose our temper or patience, and then become angry and lose our merit as well. And then it says that with them too. So somebody who's trying to, who's disturbing you, from your practice, causing hindrances in your practice. So with them too, it is incorrect to be angry. For since there is no fortitude similar to patience, surely I should put into practice. So with them too, it is incorrect to be angry. So because we are a practitioner, right? We consider ourselves as a practitioner who is trying to accumulate merits, right?
Okay, we feel you're a practitioner. I think we all feel it. I'm a practitioner, right? You all feel it. Including myself. Are you guys thinking? You guys think you guys practitioner? Yeah, I'm practitioner. I pretend my practitioner. We try, right? 제가 다트 저들래다. 제가 손님 초상에 임베스. 뭐? 제가 땅.
So are you?
잘 손님부터 임베. 다들 임바처럼 뭔가 일하나? 다 준수 같은 전주 같은 마였나? 텔라도나 친다. 텔라 조바 come 태가 학치 손님부터 깔리제 하나 개와드 매와이나? 아주텔라 콘도사요 말다스. 근데 카타이메 아소샤다.
So if you respond saying that yes, I'm a practitioner, then it says surely I should put it in practice, put that situation into practice, because there's no, it says there's no fortitude similar to practice and patience. So there's no better way, to accumulate merit by than doing a practice of patience. So if you are someone who wishes to create a merit, then you have to practice patience. So, so this, by somebody giving you creating the situation for you to become angry, is giving you the opportunity to practice patience. So by saying that, you are shut off, to complain about somebody irritating you in your practice.
다른 답변은 루마데라 딱고딩 교육자들아 거쳐서나 교육사의 딕션으로 오늘 루마데 나 MRT다 하버드도 밀어야 가로 맞잘람게레스 밀어 맞자고 그랬어 아니 나도 딱 맞자지 요 말라 tengo네 단데 쿨룸바가 로타지로 나도 때 두어게 돼야 말라.
So just like you mentioned earlier, becoming angry, it's like in the Harvard, universities, MIT, there's very like prestigious universities like that. They teach you to be proud, but in Dharma we say pride is not good. Pride is not good. But there you teach. So this is the way of the country itself. So there's nothing much we can do about it.
단 내가 파티오래. 나는 손님 계셔나 아니 저랑기 뒤측이 지워졌지. 나 코로사고 가는 내기 된다 들어라. 아니 아무나 네 대원 들어라 개체게 도와 잘라 봐야나. 다티 올라 저와 마트오다. 아니 저랑기 저와 오마트다 가고 강 당보도 지워졌지네. 샤마도 다야래나 아니 콘소삼 당가 용거 봐서.
And then you can change that word, so yes, it's creating obstacle to my practice or to my creating merit. It's creating obstacle to creating merit.
어디 되잖아. 예. 즉 담보됐다 수수 대화를 개체. 수수 대화 드비알 개체도 잘 알아봐야나. 다 수수 대화는 조어대는 샘지 대화를 샘지 대화대 다 조바 고마테 약쇼레스. 공도 마사보다 야쇼를 공도나 다 대화 요구 메와다 땅도 다 테리피 땅을 동거로 봐.
So it says, oh, it interrupts, to my practice, or it interrupts, for me to have a peace of mind or happiness, right? And then so if you want to have a peace of mind or happiness, then practicing patience is the best way to have a peace of mind and happiness.
아니 내만도 서르시 기시시 캠보지어. 그 대회를 펜에 딩고람 정말 부가라 요와 고조 내 방은 도나 가게 거라데 다시 제원 버.
So there was one Geshe from Sera Jey Monastery. He was also an abbot. And one time when he was in Taiwan, they wanted to, test his brain. So then they put all this machine and wires on his head, to test it.
근데 다 대근 대화들라 가지 딱 빼면서 야보이 더 많이 버. 가지 샘 시대에
So they
맞이 딱.
get positive result from that.
아니 근데 걔는 쭉 가르쳐 다 맞지. 기지 대화 버다. 저 근데 레레요 쭉 가르쳐 다 돼. 맞지. 하는 게 조금 더 요소.
And then, so they asked him, what were you thinking, to have such a calm mind, like positive result, like very calm and nice, mind. And then he said, oh, I was practicing on patience.
제다 디그 갔나 아니 배신했나 아니 차나가 자도 롱도 말이지 롱을 흘려잖아 아니 되는 거 차교를 흘려지네 딱그 연구해서 봐 대나 고도 parte te yawo jara yo.
And then, so if you practice patience, then your the blood, that runs in your vessels, the wind and the blood that runs in the vessel also becomes very calm. And then you see really, very calm mind, a very clear picture of a calm mind like that.
오케이. 다디 된다 가르나 가지 청 대화 능이지 연바 있나? 다 대외 이제 야쇼 대 저거 공부를 다 생각도 되고 공부 봐.
And so he's saying that if you wish, if you're someone who wish to be happy, then you should practice patience, because patience, is the best way to bring you happiness.
다가도 검대잖아. 다검 가리잖아. 저랑 가는데 제검치가 저랑 삼로 약부지다. 오늘 공로선에 끼워도다. 오늘 선발 흘려전에 끼워도 스테네 거랑 삼로다.
So now we're going to do meditation. Okay, this is going to be an analytical meditation. You're going to be analyzing whether you feel happier when you're angry or when you're practicing patience.
아니 야치 욕담만 보지요. 근데 저거 거는 욕담만 보지요. 맞춘다고 돼. 대문에 가서 냠냠하고 좀만 보는 거예요.
And if you are able to practice patience, then many of the problems, will be solved. If not, then it will become less. So this is really true in every case, but you can analyze, is it really like that or not? And then you think about a situation, and when you practice patience at that time, did it solve the problem, or did it make the problem at least become less?
오케이? 알겠다. 오케이? 찍어도 맞아 찍어도.
So when do you find happiness? When you're angry or when you're practicing patience?
도치 검 잡는 것도 생각도 변나 도치 내 랍더라 줘도 든지 사리 든지 예바리 삼대 그래. 다검 잡는 수수 샘랑 거니 용소지. 초째잖아. 아니 마음바 뒤때네 팽거.
So in order to gain that ascertainment, or the experience, you have to meditate. When I explain to you, or when you read and you listen, then you get some understanding, but you will not get that ascertainment or experience. So in order to get that, you have to meditate in this way.
오케이. 어디지 대자 되나. 대가 나랑 앞에 냠냠 못 보여 배나. 안 보실래 반래 맞아와 샤샤는. 그 녀다도 맞춘서 가지. 디가 강가도 촌 몸으로도 대가 냠냠 나라는 냠냠 못 쳐요. 다때 그 야한테 저 그만 치마다 간지 딸래 맞아와도 저 차차기로나. 아무도 래 맞아 대토면 돼.
This Geshe is saying is from his own experience, that when there's such situation like that, where people become angry or complain and say something to you, and then you don't respond it right away. So just not responding and just keeping quiet will reduce a lot of problems. Not saying that I'm a great practitioner like that, but just not responding. Like somebody says something and then we immediately tend to respond to that, right? And then that creates even more problems, more unpeace or disturbed mind, like that. But just like not responding it or not thinking about it, will make it much less.
제가 나도 미치겠다 쫀저지 작지 노더러 오시나 안주 tel라 래 맞이나 양 삼성도 셈라 오 수수구티 쫀데 소소 여왕 물레시오서 가도 대통도와 나라 노트메다 쿠체저레다스 나라 노트메 모레다스 칠라이로.
So sometimes like we feel like we have to respond right away, otherwise then we're like accepting whatever the blame that's put on us. So, oh, you did this, you did that. Then you when you just stay quiet, and the other person might think that, oh, you are just accepting that, yes, that's your fault, and then therefore we tend to respond immediately.
Right? Maybe Jesse tried to visit the flower, has broken this vase. And I say, Jesse, why you broken that? Then if she keep quiet, she feel like she accept what I complain. Then I if she just feel like that. But if you just keep quiet towards anything, then maybe my anger or their complaint be slowly just go away. Then after maybe okay, I can understand. Oh, it's not Jesse broken it, broken someone else. 제가 대문에 대자 전에 자 대념이 못 보고는 념이 못 사요. 제가 나가도 대통마다 대 카메라 되나 수수 예바이서로 수수 그때 농촌 걸려서도 저기도 리진을 제가 사지 좀 된데래야 저방무 근데 저 집실에 내주도 맞아는 샤샤들 이거. 내가 대 저방 맞아야 돼요. 그 때문에 저렇게 참 말해.
It's really very easy for us to respond it right away, because we feel like if I don't say something, then I'm accepting that it's my fault. But even if it's even if it's not your fault, not responding to it right away in an angry way or in a negative way, then that will make it much less. His anger towards you for doing so and so, or like breaking a vase and things like that, and it will subside after some time. But if you were to get angry, then he will get angry more and more, and that will be more angry like that. So not responding will just help in that case at some point, even if we feel like that, oh, I have to defend myself, I cannot accept that fault on me like that.
almost a good story, okay. Yama Pelaya. The Peg Academy Gishi, Tatangati meditated like much. Kaji Day, Shu Kablaya, Mizajilaya. Amaja pushes or push, push, yes. The motive Kalaya, motive, China food chill treasure on those children. That's some one part those. And the same when Matavana put the shield of the rest, then the treasure than Shumaka Chan Finance or any co. And a Tongo Tartares and Lavember.
So so then because of that also, then like when Buddha was asked some certain questions, then he did not, respond. So it is and for that reason, because if you say it, then person may become angry and then can create more problem like that. And there's another story about this Kadamba Geshe. I don't remember the name of the Geshe, but that was in Tibet. So and so he was in the family. He was in the family, and then they asked him about the child who was just born, and then he said,
Shidang that need Tongon going into Tugina.
Huh?
Well, I am Mizajila Puja. Abo. Mother Puchene and Motavagala Pud Chanachil treasure, but Matena Pud is told the rest. Chanda Chile treasure the other code. Katseta Shumachan Yatsik. That would have chocolate lavender.
and so this Kadamba master, was in the family.
Kadama must buy much. Tambo drum did that. And they cut the mother part.
So anyway, there was this family who had a child, and then they did a more or dice divination about the child. Like when they check, it's like checking with Lama, to see how is the child's fortune and health and life about and all these things. Anyway, so they did a dice divination on the child, and then the person who did the dice divination said, "Oh, you have to give away your child, otherwise the child will die." Then after some time, from your mind, you have to think that you have given away. Then after some time, then you can ask back, and then the child will be okay.
And then that sort of cover is Jana Taya Tabatem, tell Tena, Karuchi, Tanjura to Yetego, Tete, Kadama Gavishin, Tapi choose on the other. And the kid, Kadama Gish the treasure, the Charabu double jobs called treasures, and the legend Jamu train it and the part to not to show la.
And then the person who was doing the dice divination, like Lama, who was doing the dice divination, and said that to the family, and then the family said, "Who should we give it to? Give the child to?" And then there was this Kadamba master giving teaching, sitting over there, giving teaching to the public, and then this monk, who did the dice divination said, "Okay, just give your child." To the Kadamba master, the Kadamba master was giving teaching over there. Just give him, and then don't say anything, and just say, I want to give my child to you, and then just come back, and don't say anything.
That do matter. Charanga Puchana double jobs, or to the Kosa even shows. Charanga Puchana double jobs. Amati, Amati Pu the Ken Academy. Labarasha, Chalampu, Chalam, double jobs, any shine keggy mala two shows.
Sorry. So she was advised, the mother was advised to take the child to the Kadamba master and say, take care of your child by yourself. Take care of your child by yourself. And then just say that, and then come out.
And the Academy in the Thunder, Tang on the mid don't drama, and you not shoot it, or shoot a gun.
So this Kadamba master was sitting on a throne and giving teaching to like thousands of people in the public, right?
And then made that James was put Marja Jetta, you can lay on get jam there.
And then the when he was giving teaching, there was this lady, coming up towards the throne, with carrying this a naked child.
And they can't because the queen and the fathers and that Charanga Puchan double jobs and double job to mess station and Amati Pun Nation and Pandosha, long run.
And then she brought the child up to the Kadamba master, and and put it on his lap and says, take care of your own child yourself. I can't take care of this. And then she went back.
아니 가드밀 맞췄다. 레전 맞아. 그 부딩에 레당만 배워라. 아 테니티 그런 걸 로마이 아마지야. 아 부디하고 답 잡셔서 뭘 때셔야 봐. 부디하고 답 잡스 뭘만 답 잡셔야 봐.
And this Kadam master didn't say anything. I mean, didn't respond to her saying, oh, this is not my child. I don't know about this child. Nothing. He didn't say it. And then he just lifted up the child from his lap. And then there was one lady in the audience, right? And then he looked at her and said, okay, please take care of this child.
아
And then he gave it to her.
아 미가 남도 당군에 대당 오늘 저와 남다 보고 준 거는 얘나 맨나다 미 세미나 남다 해야 되거로 이번에 안에 공격해 보고 된게 그래 말에 개개 소면 전에 세시주 제어 말에
And of course, there are people in the audience might be thinking that, oh, he's like a pure monk, how could he have a child? Maybe he's not a real, or maybe he has disrobed or things like that. They could have, but he didn't make any clarification, trying to defend himself, saying that, oh, this is not my child and so forth.
다 되는 로마보제 다 되는 거네 다 수수 거네 개투 자칭 대화인 것도 좀 맞아 미마보제 다 남도 남다 사기다 개개 세시네 자모서 아마데네 콜체서 다 되는 거네 코포이나 카레나 삼대회 말
And then, it's been like some time now, right? So since then, but still people have this thought, so the Kadama master didn't make any clarification, and the lady came and handed the child to him, and he didn't say anything. So they were all having these different kind of thoughts in their mind.
아니 다 지금 다 수수 거네 지금 다 자자자지 대화 요딩도 뭐지 셴바 뭐보지 않고 대화 로로 체거다 당근도 근데 다 라바 많이 살았어요.
And despite the people who have 100% faith in him, others, they were like kind of losing faith in him, saying that, oh, maybe he's not a real monk, he's disrobed or something like that. And so they were having these wrong thoughts about him.
다양한 맞이 추선도 휴대가 다양한 게도 다 남녀도 요 손대고 그래 아무도 뒤줄래 말.
So then one time again when
시대도 생각합니다. 다 보이 빠질 루틴이야 침못 찾았다.
Oh no. And then after a year or two later, this same lady came back again.
아니 단들이야 다디 까데면 남아도 다 추선돼. 내 추선되고 갑질래요. 아니 얘네 다
So at the time when he was giving teaching, the mother came back again.
아니 샘이 뭐지? 아니 내 보가에 지켜 줘도 라이 말.
And then she said, where's my child? Give it back to me.
안드네 아마들 어디다 뭘 트셔스? 아니 아파트 파트샤이 말.
And then he looked at the lady who he handed the child to, and then he said, oh, okay, now give it back to her. And then he just gave the child back to the mother.
아니 다 아마야 보드 보나킨 다 보긴 반 로샤 와.
And the mother just took her child and then she went away.
다 디시고 다디 가르는 다 부디 소쪽에 못 당게 되 잡아야 두지 키워라면서 당군에 그런 부들은 말어. 다디가야 레잡 코딩에 말인 거 말이 쪼지. 지금 모사로 빠다 지금은 지 되는 요나 지 용거로 레치는 맞아 샤샤wen다 아니 요다 맞아 아마디게 된다는 거 간가 좋아한 말.
And so she did a dice definition on that child, and it came out that she has to give away the child, otherwise the child will not live. And then when she did give it to the Kadamba master, he didn't respond. He didn't say, oh, this is not my child, I never had any affair with you, and so like that. He didn't respond it right away. If it was given to somebody else, maybe they might have responded right away, right, and then create more problem. But it was because it was the Kadamba master who was maybe practicing patience, So he didn't respond at all. He said he just took it and then gave it to somebody else to take care of it. And then when the mother came back, he just give it back to her and asked for it. And he just give it back to her. And so there was no problem, right? So no, he didn't respond, so there was no problem, and everything was just solved like that.
아니 슈구다 가진 어다티 아마데 땅 좀 해마데 봐. 아니 못하는 뭐마지 되지 좀 되지 온조레스. 근데 고세오 차송해 봐. 세오 다 라슈 찬 가지 세유지 소고 말 가지.
And then later, it became clear to the people what happened, what did happen. And then they said, oh, because there was a more, somebody did a more on that child, or the dice divination on the child, and then it came out that the child has to be given away. And then instead of giving away to somebody else who might not give it back to her again, something like that, and then it gave it to the Karma master. The Karma master will not say anything, and then she will be able to take it back again like that. So then it became clear to people.
제자이나 룰라, you get not much feeling. I try to work very hard to tell the story, but you get not much feeling. Yeah, that is happened. 제자 다 되게 대단한 나가 들어가래. 가지 내 마지막에 야 강에 몸을 세게 그랬어.
So anyway, the moral of the story is that if you don't respond right away, then it can solve the problems a lot.
Right? Yeah, let's talk about that, okay? This yeah.
I think it's amazing that the teacher was able to be so patient.
Yeah, just okay. This is if you really practice patient, you can really able to do that. Yes, we just a pretend practitioner. It's a pretend meditation, but you don't have any realization. Therefore, we're not able to do that, right? Even someone small complaint, we say, "No, it's not me. It's he did." No, it's not. Just always able to come action. Therefore, in one in India, Mahatma Gandhi, he said, close your eyes, close your mouth, close your ear. Because what we see, our mind go that way. Oh, yeah. When we hear, our mind go that way. Then we start talking. It's things are not that things come here, right? Then we start the problems. Therefore, we watch what we hear, what we see, what we're going to talk. We also close a lot of doors. Like that. Therefore, always awareness for the Madhukaro. The umbo ngai, lega kare chiga suso kade na ya tele ya, and it's some tango boire, and it young, yepa mokagre.
We should always watch our senses, what eyes seeing, what ears hearing, what nose smelling, and so forth. So if we are careful and not follow that in a wrong way, then it will stop us from creating lots of negative karmas.
Okay, 제다 다 가르나. 소소 상기 työngi, 아니 소절라 소놈 사 중에들에 공로 사와이나 소놈 위쪽 녀와 내바디 내가 소상을 했죠. 저런 야다 something.
So someone who is giving you the opportunity to practice patience, right? So if you become angry without that person, then you lose the chance to create merit. You kill that chance for creating a merit. That's what it's saying in verse 103.
아무도 들어 요거를 아마도 지금 전속이 변화 내가 재산이 보스기 쪽에 녀마트에 자신도 없지. 아니 아직 소소고 지금 남주 돈당가 지금 쟤네 아니 보스그 샘전도 같은 요래 소소 녀마 말아 같은 요거래.
And say, for example, like your boss was going to reward you, with some maybe a high pay or a higher position and so forth. But then because of your expression, and because of your reaction, or because of your question, the boss changed his mind. Oh no, I should not give this, to that person. Has anything happened like this to anybody?
제가 그만데 나처럼 도시 당가 밑세면 미치려야 내가 고민이라 그리고 스포바드 내가 때문에서 아니 that
So there was this,
and it's
the
almost
person who was given a job as a supervisor in a company.
아니 다 tennis 보고도 야보잖아 고단다야 때야 줘야겠어.
So if he did good job as a supervisor, he will be promoted, to even higher position.
옛날 스포보드 차도 빠르지 라네야지 빠르지 라다 chen 제야 뭐 chen 주고 스포보드 막 비샤와 말.
So then, when he was he was given the position of the supervisor, he became so arrogant, and then he started to do all the things, all sorts of things, and too much things, that the boss didn't like, and then he was like, kicked out from being a supervisor.
제자 단 대체 버려. 아니 저랑 코로 사와이나 저랑 그 손놈 그 저랑 냠도 요야 대초 매가 소상 거 다시.
So this is what he's saying here. If you become angry, then the chance for you to create a merit by participation, you kick that out. You destroyed that chance.
Okay, it's like that. Everyone agree? Agree or agree with me?
Agree.
Agree. Not angry. Agree. It's English, the word very complicated.
Yeah,
What?
not angry, agree.
Angry, ugly, agree, all same.
Exact opposite.
That anyway, like that, okay? That man, what we got the main message from the two verses. I think we just two verses finish. What we get here, we need to something get from here, okay? Our excuseness and lose our opportunity, right? First one. Second one, you kick out your opportunity. You're your own enemy, not someone else. We understand like that. Therefore, if you want to be happy, then anger is not way to solve the problem. Or anger is not way to solve the happiness. Therefore, His Holiness always say, even you get very mad, you want to fight. In Tibetan tradition, they fight physically. Here they fight for the fingertip. I say, texting, right? Texting, email. That's His Holiness say. If you want to fight, just wait a little bit. First, you will just calm down. Then you can physically fight. You can hit the red place. In Tibetan tradition, this is like weapon. They're not really a weapon. The weapon. Therefore, therefore, if you want to really complain, just okay, calm down and think very carefully or very deeply. Then you can respect or respond. Then you can really say, feel what you're looking for. You can say main thing. Otherwise, when we got mad, then we try to write then, I shouldn't say that. That we already did. Therefore, those things we need to very always think, a very awareness. Then at the moment situation, we will be able to stop. Otherwise, we just automatically. Okay. Do you got something? You got something? How about you? You understand? Yeah. In Buddhism, according to Tibetan Buddhism, is very philosophical, philosophical to more think deeply, not physically action things to fix. It more fix from here. From here fix, you can fix all actions very easily. Because all the actions come from here. Now we say here, I don't mind here or where here. Just here, order.
Stop from the brain.
Yeah. Start from brain, all orders come from here. Therefore, we able to stop here, all actions we can stop. Right? Like here, you water leaking here, we just put something push here, then come here. Then here, you just go to up top, try to block or it's a cover that really hold up that, then doesn't come. Therefore, here's more philosophy, deep more thinking. Okay, it didn't go only 2 verses. Maybe we will take maybe after a couple years. But usually now I try to talk more things because you can feel something, you can get something. Otherwise, you say, I can finish like 5 verses, 7 verses one day, but we don't have to, after we graduate, we have not knowledge that anything. We really, after finish, if it's something fix our mind, then really we graduate. We got the PhD diploma. Otherwise, we just say more. I studied Shonju, guide to the Bodhisattva Way 2 times. Oh, that's good, wonderful. But our mind's the same, our action the same. Of course, we create some merit, but it doesn't much change. Therefore, talk, then meditation, then like small examples. If you're really looking for happiness, as angry is to make you happy. If you really think to solve the problems, angry really make you happy. Angry doesn't fix it, never fix. Even you through the angry, maybe you win today, but they'll come back again. You cannot kill all the enemies. Here they say, if you cannot cover whole earth on the leather, just cover your own feet. Before 2,500 years, Shantideva really put shoes. Maybe we don't have that type of shoes. Shantideva, put shoes, and the leather shoes, then all covers them like that. Therefore, our reduce or control our mind, all the problems can go away. But we need everyone, not just us. Then we are a very passionate person, but other people are not patient. Then much work for whole of the world. Like that, problems will go away, I'm sure. Okay, any other questions? Any questions? You have no question. This is the best for me. I don't have to swallow. What can I tell them? What the answer? Yes.
So just to be clear, if we don't contemplate the reasons and then meditate on the reasons, then we won't be able to practice patience when it comes time.
Yeah, it's true. We need to think of reasons, contemplate, investigation. Then you really find that, oh yeah, it's really like that. Then when it comes, things to happen, we're able to stop through the practice. Not someone forced you, now I can do it. When we have to always force someone. If they're not there, we can do it and hide behind them, right? Therefore, like me, this is like my robe. Here, I don't wear this one, but my robe, this one. Some people say, Geshe, you go to out, maybe like cities, just wear the pen. You don't have to wear that. And my traveling from India to here, then you just, some monks do that. Just why you wear the monk's robe, just wear the pen. No, this is my It's my police. My police with me, always. Karo, please run. Discipline, right? And you're not touching it.
So it's like a police, watching over him. When his robe is like a police watching over him, making sure that he is in the disciplines.
제가 단단한념도 개기요 말이. 자가는 고말다고 개기서 그때 따로 줘 가오는. 개기면은 되게 개기래. 아 가오는 내 거는 그래서 간지 수수 셈려야 아니 가고. 간지 네 뺨도 펜도죠. 간지 람걸 로바 말로 왔다 네 펜도쇼 타고 그래.
So like in the monastery, there is a disciplinarian who will watch over the monks and make sure that they live in disciplines. But when you're alone, then your robe is like your disciplinarian, and who is watching you, making sure that so reminding you, that you are a monk and you have to live in this way. You can't do this, you cannot do that, and so forth. So it's like a policeman or disciplinarian, making sure that the one does one does things in the right way like that as a monk.
제가 가디나 개구냠로나 개구다 매다니 고 가지고 쳐야 제가 그내 냠로나 배 펜토이면 와대.
So like if you are with a disciplinarian, then disciplinarian will tell you what to do, what not to do. But if the disciplinarian is not around, then you can do anything you want. So, but if you have the rope with you all the time, then that's like having a disciplinarian with you all the time, and making sure that you go on the right path all the time.
담장한테 통화도 그러더라. 단 도와파지 산이 니기다 미가간 통과했다. 가원 로데로 와. 근데 우리 사람들 저랑 보여도 보면 이렇게 저렇게 될래도.
Like Geshe is walking in the ropes all the time because it helps him to remind him, that he's a monk and he should, behave in such and such way. So Geshe said, people all know everybody in the neighborhood know that, he dresses like that. And sometimes they ask him, if he's a man or a woman.
they why I have to talk about that? I think always the discipliners for yourself is most important, not someone else. Okay, you're your own discipliner. No, they're not open. Just you don't pay attention.
Okay.
They will come other side.
Okay.
Walk around. You see, we have patience. We have brothers here. Anyway, like that. Therefore, you say, okay. Patience, not just through the, understand and the reality that you can really do that. Okay. I will stop. Really stop. Sujas.
Deborah, you had a question or?
Yes, Geshe. So obviously these teachings help us a lot, but what about people who will never be exposed to them and never hear them? If we know someone who has a tendency to be angry with every difficult situation, how can we help them and tell them about this without ourselves getting trapped up in an argument?
This we don't. That doesn't work. We just pray for them. I wish for one day they will change their mind. They were able to fix. If you try to go there, come here. If you try to go, you are wrong. Then they're going more mad. Therefore, we need to always also very skillful. I think Deborah, we got some different emails rather than I can read the email. I ask someone to read. I say this person I don't answer. If you try to answer, then more question, never finish. Then people come to talk to me then I will check here. Okay, is my answers work for them or not working? Then looks not working, then I did the answer. Therefore, when someone is fighting, we just physically we all try to do something, but mentally we have nothing much to do. We just pray. If we say something, it doesn't work. Therefore, always be very skillful. If our motivation is very pure, pure, but maybe that doesn't work for that. Therefore, I'm another example, maybe another story. Other one. But again, one monastery, the abbot come from, he stayed many years in the Western country, and then he come back to monastery, he become abbot. Then he keep also make the rules to like Western style. It doesn't work there in monastery. Then he said, my motivation is perfect. There also some meetings. Okay, well, we to do that, we to do that, we do this good. Then he said, no, my motivation is perfect. My motivation is very good to, things to go well. Then another was, it doesn't matter. You say your motivation is very good. Then can you like put cover this one here? It doesn't work. You need to also like some cover, right? Or maybe something like that. Therefore, even your motivation is pretty good, but the reality doesn't work, we just pray through, okay, we just pray. We can be more compassion. Okay? Like my jokes doesn't make you guys laugh. करो वहाँ सेल्फ शासन करो, सेल्फ शासन करो.
Discouraged.
Discourage, discourage.
Right? Ngala 그러잖아요.
I'm discouraged.
I'm discouraged.
I
I am
discourage you to
discouraged.
talk. I'm discouraged you to talk jokes. Bro, you guys don't laugh. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You know, like even your good motivation, you said the curve, something big or small doesn't work, right? You need to exactly curve like beautiful. That's all perfect. Our motivation is very good. We try to help. If it doesn't work, they just pray to compassion, level can for them. Okay? It's work. I'm just kidding. I'm not discouraged. Okay. All of that. I have not much to talk to jokes. I'm very both different. Right? Last 2 months, went to New York. The one Geshe, he has a lot of jokes. He just start it. One day he gives speech, short term. He put a lot of jokes. It's really nice, The next day when he, start to talk, everyone just really like welcome. They're not looking for the what he said. That joke is very nice joke. This is also one technique to people not bored. Like me, I just talk the same thing all the time again. You guys look tired. Should I he's talk all the time like that? It's still 5 minutes. I'm just kidding. That was, when we was in monastery in India, South India is very hot. We don't have the air condition, 100 degrees. We have to go in the daytime to listen to the teaching. Teacher, keep teaching now. He's just sleep there, very tired, and also very hard. This is not just you guys, okay? If you tired, you sleep is okay, but I'm also sleeping all the time. Some teachers are very serious. If you fall asleep, he will throw things. You sleep and you have to stay here. You look at his face, and you're very scared. Sometimes if you fall very silly, right? When you open your eyes, just fall asleep like that. Therefore, if you sleep, it's okay. If you not laugh my jokes, it's okay. I'm not encouraged. Okay, I'm sorry to say so many things. I'm just kidding. If there's something use, you can use. If not use, just leave. Leave this room. Okay. Okay, thank you. Now we stop. Thank you.
Please turn to page 39 for Thanksgiving model offering. Aji perni jumshini tokta virabdi shini dekyapadi sangye shinku pikte guwandi drokun abdak shingla chuparshu jitsun lame kutse rapten ching nakan tele joji jebada rosam tempe gyume sasumpi throwe munso katune yurchi Idam Guru Ratna Mandalaka Niryatayami. From my 2 collections, vast is space that I have amassed from working with effort in this practice for a great length of time, may I become the chief leading Buddha for all those whose minds' wisdom eye is blinded by ignorance. Even if I do not reach this state, may I be held in your loving compassion for all my lives, my history. May I find the best of complete graded paths of the teachings, and may I please by practicing. Using skillful means drawn by the strong force of passion, may I clear the darkness from the minds of all beings with the points of the path as I discern them. May I uphold the Buddha's teachings for a very long time. With my heart going out with great compassion in whatever direction the most precious teachings have not yet spread, or when spread have declined, may I reveal this treasure of happiness and aid. May the minds of those who wish for liberation be granted boundless peace, the Buddha's deeds be nourished for a long time. by even as great a course to enlightenment completed due to the wondrous virtuous conduct of the Buddhas and their children. May all human and non-human beings who eliminate adversity and make things conducive for practicing the excellent paths never be parted in any of their lives from the purest path praised by the Buddhas. Whenever someone makes an effort to act in accordance with the 10-fold Mahayana virtuous practices, may they always be assisted by the mighty ones, and may oceans of prosperity spread everywhere. In that snow mountain encircled land, so soft, Lord, Yaso Shen Rezi, in till samsara zen. Savior of the Snowland teachings and transmigratory beings, who extensively clarifies the path that unifies emptiness and compassion. To the lotus in the hand, Lord, and Gyatso, I beseech, may all your wishes be fulfilled. Page 49, the short long life prayer for Lama Zopa Rinpoche. You who uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjuna's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplishes magnificent prayers honoring the three jewels, Savior of myself and others, your disciples, please them all. Page 57, prayer of dedication. Through this virtue may I swiftly, having gained Guru Buddha state, place each and every sentient without exception in that state. Precious supreme Bodhi mind, may it where unborn arise, and where born decline, but increase forevermore. Page 75, Tema. Tempe tercet chen resig, dreaming in pe wamboja elia, gam chen sudye sogapa, gozam drabe, Janga Sovade.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Gisela.
Thank you, everyone here.
Thank you, Geshe. Thank you.
Thank you,
Damsho.
Geshe. Thank you,
Thank you.
Damsho. And thank you, Bob.
Thank you. Good night. Oh, no, good night.
Thank you.